Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your September 2022 mid-month general readings. We're looking at the last half of September, and this reading is for the fire sign of Leo. Welcome everyone. Hope you're all doing well. Thanks for being here, for watching any of these videos on my YouTube channel. Your likes, your shares, subscribing. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't, if you want to, of course. And those of you who reach out for personal readings, give your feedback and comments. All greatly appreciated. Okay, Leo, this is for you. Last half of September 2022. If your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign is in Leo, it's relevant if you're cross-watching for a Leo. It is a general reading, so of course it'll resonate a little differently for everyone. If you know all of your signs, sun, moon, rising, and Venus, watch them all. Each one can bring an additional insight and perspective. If you find that something does really resonate with you about the reading, maybe you'd like to take a deeper look, reach out for a personal reading for yourself or as a gift for, friend, family, or loved ones. Feel free to email me directly, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. You can see that contact info by clicking the description link. I'd love to hear from you, and I can usually respond the same day with more information. I do offer quite a wide variety of readings. And I do readings full-time. It's all that I do, so I'm pretty diligent about scheduling people in as quickly as possible. So if that's something you'd be interested in, email me. Okay, Leo, let's see what's in store for our Lions for the last half of September. I am using the Tarot of Dreams and clarifying with the Gilded Tarot. We begin with the Knight of Cups. An offer or opportunity for change or growth. It's driven by love, support, encouragement. This could be, we'll clarify, but Knights represent offers and opportunities for change, something coming in. This one is the Knight of Cups, which is the Knight of Water, which governs our emotional world. So this could be somebody asking you out on a date, somebody telling you how much they love you, care about you, support, encourage you. It's driven by positive emotional feelings with the Six of Cups, the card that typically represents history with something, person, place, situation, old friends, old lovers, childhood, roots of origin, family, or just something that you have a deep connected history with, or someone that's currently in your life right now, but that you have some kind of history with, or someone from your past coming back, someone you had some kind of connection with, and they're coming back to offer you something from an emotional place here. Love, support, encouragement. Oh my goodness. Next we have the Star. Renewed, restored hope, faith, and optimism, which kind of implies what went before it, because in the tarot, the star comes the star comes after the Tower. I don't know why I keep stumbling over my words today, Leo. The Star comes after the Tower, and the Tower is that card that makes most people kind of clench up. It represents major unexpected changes. Often it represents the crumbling down of something. So then the Star comes after that to renew and restore hope, faith, and optimism after what may have been, something difficult or challenging or just downright painful. So there is some implication here that something has happened. And of course, time is a little bit fluid in these readings, particularly general readings. So some of you, it may have already happened. You may be in the middle of it, But somebody's coming in, it feels like, to offer hope, the world, successful completion, graduation, moving on to the next level, laying something to rest once and for all. Next we have the Nine of Swords, my least favorite tarot card because it represents an awful lot of obsessive mental internal energy. Swords is governed by the element of air, which governs what goes on up in our heads, belief systems, ideologies, knowledge, how we see the world, our perspectives and perceptions. The Nine of Swords represents somebody who's really living internally in their head. They're dwelling on something obsessively and almost always with the worst possible negative outcome. what am I going to do if that happens? And what am I going to do if that doesn't happen? Now, it doesn't mean that the source of your fears and concerns aren't valid, but the Nine of Swords represents, dwelling on it to such an extent that it gets to be so big and awful in your head that it doesn't actually fit the external reality of the situation. It's worrying about it too much and too negatively. With the Eight of Swords, feeling helpless, feeling trapped, feeling isolated, feeling like there's nothing you can do. But again, swords represent what goes on up in our heads. So this is self-limitations. It feels like I really hate to see this combination of cards for anybody, Nine of Swords, Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords, because it represents somebody who's so afraid of what might happen in an as of yet unknown future, that they're like a deer caught in the headlights, kind of frozen. This is going to happen and there's not going to be anything I can do to stop it, and it's all going to be awful kind of energy. But actually, what's coming in and what's in your environment is completely the opposite. Even if you have been through like some kind of Tower card moment, or you're going through that right now, it definitely looks like there is at least a few people around you who are there to kind of help you through it and get you through it to the end and beyond. From the bottom of the deck, the overall energy is the Page of Swords. Messages, messengers, information. Pages are like the student, the apprentice. They can represent messages or messengers, children or young people. They can represent who delivers the message itself. It might be an air sign. But also kind of basically what they're learning. They can't manifest anything yet because they haven't matured to the Knight status where they take all their knowledge that they've been learning and start to manifest things with it. Here in the Page of Swords, they're gathering information, and the Page of Swords is the page of like intellect, of information and knowledge and learning. So it's likely a message. Let's clarify that Page of Swords as overall energy. The Queen of Wands, that's you, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, showing up as a queen, but this is a general reading, so it could be male as well. When it comes to the specific elemental signs and specific genders and general readings, you kind of have to let that go. Feisty, fiery, assertive, knows what they want, goes after it. It's you. For some of you, it might also be another fire sign that's relevant here. You're hearing something, somebody's giving you some news. The Sun. This uplifts all that heavy, restrictive, negative, I can't escape kind of energy here. Light, love, warmth, laughter. It illuminates and clarifies and brings healing here with the Six of Swords. Absolutely beautiful. This is where you leave the worst behind you. You're not quite to the other shore, non-solid ground yet, but you're moving in the right direction. It's healing. So something's coming in that kind of just feels like all that pressure and that restrictive energy that I'm seeing still kind of playing out a bit here too, begins to lift. Let's clarify that Knight of Cups. An offer or opportunity driven by love, support, encouragement, attraction. The King of Wands and the Seven of Wands. We have a couple here, the King and the Queen of Wands, so there may be a couple involved here, but we also have the Six of Cups, which is history, sometimes can be family connections, so it could be relatives as well. There's a King of Wands showing up here as driving this offer or opportunity for change. The Seven of Wands, defending, protecting, standing up for, guarding. Almost literally that Knight energy. Somebody's coming in to help you, to, I hate to use the word rescue because of the connotations of, the Knight rescuing people. But sometimes people get in a hard space and they need help. They need a little bit of rescuing, right? Somebody here is willing to step up and defend and protect or help in some way because they love you. They care about you. Now, this could be a romantic attachment because there is the Queen and King of Wands here. It could be a family member, a very good friend. But yeah, let's clarify that Six of Cups. Historical attachments or a history. The Knight of Wands, so much fire energy, moving in quickly. The Tower, unexpected changes, which is interesting because the Star comes after the Tower. The Tower isn't always necessarily a challenging card. It often is, but it just represents unexpected events occurring that, we weren't expecting. And the Emperor. This is interesting because the Emperor is attached to the sign of Aries here. You can see the ram head here, which is a fire sign. And we do have the fire sign king here, King of Wands, King of Fire. There's a few different things going on here, Leo. Either somebody is helping you stave off a Tower card, some difficult Tower card event or something occurring, or helping you through it because they don't want you to fall, they don't want to lose you. Some of you, this might be specifically for a love romantic connection, they're afraid of the Tower for them, like losing you. Someone's afraid to lose here, someone's afraid of losing something, someone's afraid of letting go here, having to let go of something. Some of you, that's going to be a relationship. Others of you, it's in another area of life. But again, the energy fundamentally remains the same. Holding on to, protecting, defending. Let's peel this back a little bit more. Clarify the Star. Thank you. Another Knight, the Knight of information and news, the conversation Knight. I always kind of look at him as the postal carrier or the mailman of the tarot because he brings in news and information and conversation about that. There's hope here. Let's get a little bit more. To renew and restore hope, faith, and optimism. The Ten of Cups, happy home, family, reunions, childhood, that sense of everything coming together. Tens represent cycle ending or cycle coming full circle in achievement. So they represent an end of a cycle. Now, that can mean a couple of different things. An end where something ends and you completely leave it behind and move on. Or sometimes, like in the Ten of Cups, where the cycle just completes in a way that's full achievement. Like, this is the happy home, happily ever after, white picket fence card. It's harmony and love and complete balance with whatever is home and family for you. And you can rest in that. You definitely have people around you, or are going to have people around you, Leo, that love you, that care about you, that are willing to support you, particularly if you're going through a really difficult time right now, or you've been through a difficult time, or some of you, it's like you're afraid that something's going to happen. And there's people around you that love you and care about you to support you through this. Clarify the world. The Nine of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, coins, Nine of Earth. This is a card about independence, self-sufficiency, self-empowerment, somebody who's worked hard to get to a place where they are now enjoying the fruits of their labors. They're independent. They don't have to really ask for help or rely on other people. It could be that some of you were having some financial or material difficulties or issues, and you were afraid that they were going to get worse, or they already have been very difficult. But again, the same energy is around that somebody is there saying, I'm here to help you, I'm going to help you get through this. Or if it's something you're afraid is going to happen or afraid is going to get worse, they're going to help you kind of even out your emotional balance. Yeah, Five of Swords, Ace of Wands. A hard-won battle, a hard-won victory, and moving into a new beginning here. Let's clarify this 9 of Swords, 8 of Swords. Page of Cups, messages, little love messages, or just messages of caring. 4 of Wands, the other happy home card, friends, family, celebrations, unexpected blessings, and happy surprises. Clarify 8 of Swords. Two of Swords, feeling stuck, reluctance, resistance to look at something head on or deal with something head on. And the Star again, renewed, restored hope, faith, and optimism. And the 6 of Coins, gift giving, gift receiving. It's interesting and in some ways a little confusing, Leo, because it feels like you're so afraid of what might or might not happen in the future. And it feels like it's the majority of it is internal, and it's almost as if you can't see the people around you that are willing to help you, or there's some resistance to accepting the help, the love, the support, the hope. Like you're afraid you're going to have to go through this all by yourself, or that something's going to happen. Again, it's like this tremendous anxiety, stress, and fear, and feeling like there isn't anything you can do about it, like you're, sitting on the deck of the Titanic as it's going down. And people are going, here's a life raft, you'll be okay, we're here, but for some reason you're having difficulty accepting it or seeing it. Even because everything else around is positive. The truly challenging thing is internal. So if that helps any of you that may be going through a difficult time or afraid that something's coming up that you're not going to be able to deal with, or you'll have to deal with on your own, it may help to know that the majority of that is showing up as only in here, internal, and that there are people around you to love you, to help you, and support you. So I'm going to wrap up with some advice and guidance. It's interesting because this is not usually the typical kind of energy I see for Leos. Everybody, life goes in a cycle though, right? Everybody kind of gets in these periods of, exhaustion and self-doubt. Sometimes we have a hard time seeing what's right in front of our face, maybe because we see it so often that we sometimes take it for granted. If you need help, reach out. Advice, guidance. The Empress. Interesting, because we also have the Emperor here too. Abundance, beauty, sensuality, fertility, giving birth to new things. This is who you are and what you're worth. Temperance. This is like a message straight from Spirit, balance, angelic gifts, neither too much of one nor too much of the other. You're going to be just fine. 7 of Coins, 9 of Cups. This is asking you, Leo, to take a look, maybe re-examine what you feel that you need in order to be happy and joyful. And to remember to take a look around you at what you do have and kind of count your blessings energy. I mean, the 9 of Cups is wish fulfillment, getting everything that you want, your cups overflowing with abundance. You're being asked to take a look at that. Are you investing in things, putting too much of yourself into things, people, places, situations, and not getting enough back in return? If that's the case, you may want to consider, is that really what I want? Is that really my wish fulfillment? Or am I just chasing after something that in the end isn't really going to fulfill me. That's what you're being asked to do here. Because you shouldn't, this is your value, this is what you're worth. The Empress or the Emperor, it's, I believe you're being asked here, Leo, to stop pouring water into a glass with no bottom, because it never gets filled up, it's never enough, and you never get to drink from it. So you're giving and giving and giving, but you're not being replenished back. It may be that this situation that you're afraid of or has been happening, how is this going to turn out? Is this the first time you felt this way about this situation, or has it been going on for some time? If it has, Spirit just asking you to take a look here at what you really want. What is your Nine of Cups? If you keep pouring yourself into something you believe is your Nine of Cups, but it never really manifests that way, is that really your Nine of Cups? Is that really what you want and what you need to be happy? Also, don't forget to take a look around you in your life and the people in your life, and count your blessings. Remind yourself how grateful you are to have these kind of blessings and people in your life to love and care about you, because not everybody does. So if you need help, ask for help. It is certainly all around you. All right, Leo, those are your messages for the last half of September 2022. I hope you found them helpful and healing. Again, if any of this resonates with you enough that you'd like to reach out for a personal reading, maybe take a deeper look at something, peel the curtains back a little bit on this for yourself or as a gift for someone else, feel free to email me directly at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I'd be delighted to hear from you and to work with you. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the October, can you believe it's almost October already, the October general readings. Stay safe, stay well, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.